over here!
Alright, so actually before we begin, I just want to share this fun fact. So while I was waiting for you, I was kind of perusing through the menus, and I found this hilarious. So if we go into the support archive, right?
Yeah.
You know how there's everyone has 3 the CBA conversations, pretty standard, and I found that some even have 4, right?
Okay.
There's one in particular. Everyone has either 3 or 4 in rare occasions. The one support log that has the most, 5, is Makalov and Astrid.
Huh.
I don't know why.
I think the reason for that is it's they get with different story choices, there can be slight variations in the conversation if a certain character is dead or something like that.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I get. Does that mean that to 100% this game, you have to replicate those scenarios and get these different conversations based on people being alive or dead?
Yeah, that being Path of Radiance, not even Radiant Dawn.
That's true, Radiant Dawn. This is Path of Radiance.
But to actually get all of these support conversations, I think, yeah.
Oh my god, the completionists would have a field day with that.
Yeah.
The journey to the Tower of Guidance becomes more difficult as Asherah's disciples of order hound the traveler's every step. Micaiah's ability to sense danger proves invaluable as it gives her allies advance warning of attacks by the disciples. Thus prepared for each battle, the group keeps casualties to a minimum. As they travel south through Benion, Micaiah and her company clash repeatedly with the Disciples of Order. Eventually, they pass through the Central Mountains and into the lonely wastelands of the vast Grand Desert. They are sustained only by their faith that they will reunite with their companions at the Tower of Guidance.
You know, I'm going to give these guys credit. The way they separated their teams.
Yeah.
Because how much foresight do you have to have in order to know that Micaiah would be best for the group traveling south, knowing that they would be facing the most battles?
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
The Dark God's tainted minions have defeated our forces at every turn. Now they have set foot on the holy ground of the Empire itself. We have no choice but to lead the army ourselves and destroy them once and for all. We are the chosen ones. Our will is the will of the goddess. With us at its head, our army is invincible.
Yes, quite. As you say, Vice Minister.
When I've beaten that brat Sonicky, I'll make her kneel before me and plead for her life.
The Vice Minister says he hears the will of the goddess. Yet I've heard nothing of the kind in my ears. Why would the goddess choose Lecane and me? We are the ones with the most to atone for.
Hetzel.
You know, he enabled the situation, but I genuinely feel bad for Hetzel.
Yeah, he's the, one senator who's, less bad.
He's the least bad because, he actually didn't actively do anything.
That we know of, yeah.
But at the same time, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of what was it, crime of enabling?
Yeah, he's complicit in all
complicit,
this.
That's the word,
yeah.
Thank you.
Empress Sonicky. The silver-haired maiden. Yes, it's me, Micaiah. May I sit next to you? What? Oh, of course you may. Thank you. This is awkward, I'm sorry. I know that you're not very fond of me, but I wanted to talk to you. It's not that. I like you just fine. It's just that you make me feel inadequate. It's because I can sing the Galder of Release and hear Yune's voice, isn't it? How did you know? I can sense the flow of people's thoughts. By seeing the movement of a person's mind, I can actually deduce what the person is thinking. You can read minds? What a boon that would be to running a country. If I could read people's minds, I could tell what the nobles and senators were thinking behind their smiles. I wonder why the goddess didn't bless me with such power. Micaiah was born with her power. We didn't give it to her.
And then we're over to you.
There she is.
Yep.
Ah, is that you? The dark god... No, I mean... the goddess of chaos, Yune? Let me ask you one thing, Yune. Why was Micaiah able to sing the Galder of Release, but I wasn't? I'm sorry, little Empress, I don't know. But I knew that Micaiah could sing it, that's why I stayed close to her. I don't understand. How can you be a goddess and not know? I thought gods were perfect beings who knew everything. Gods? Perfect? Where did you get that idea? You haven't met a lot of gods, have you?
I just want to pause for a moment there. I love that line.
Yeah, that's
I really, really like that line.
that's an all-time great line.
Well, no. But divinity created life from nothing. Surely only perfect beings could do that. We did create life and can do many things you creatures of flesh can't. But that doesn't make us perfect. It just means we can make mistakes on a much grander scale.
Oh, yeah.
We're not what you've been taught, and we're much closer to you skin wearers than some will admit. But we do make mistakes. Sometimes we make terrible mistakes. Sometimes all it takes is one emotional outburst, and the entire world is drowning underwater. Ow! Where did this sandstorm come from? Yune, you need to calm down. I wish we were perfect, but then there wouldn't be any wars, and no one would have to die because of our mistakes. Yes, I understand, Yune. Now please, calm down. Yune? She's gone now. She got upset. She hasn't lost control of her emotions like that in a long time. Micaiah, I'm supposed to be the voice of the goddess Ashura, yet I've never once heard her speak. I wonder what she is like. We may find out before this is over.
There's some food for thought for you.
Yeah, I like how just Yune getting kind of upset can create a sandstorm.
Yeah.
Just being sad.
Uh-huh. And like, that puts a lot of perspective on the whole thing with Ashura as well, because, like, she's kind of emotion-driven as well, despite, you know, being the goddess of order,
Yeah,
quote-unquote.
it just means that her emotions are, like, cold and static.
Yeah, I like the fact that they actually acknowledge the fact that, like, you know, this being a more polytheistic pantheon type of thing, yeah, gods aren't like these perfect beings. They're just very, very, very powerful creatures.
Yeah.
How did it go, Sigrun? Did you find anything useful? Only this, unfortunately. Ah! It's the Tome of Bolganon. This is quite rare. Good work, Commander. Such a heavy sigh. What's wrong? What sort of state is the world in when the Apostle, our Empress, has taken up arms and fights alongside the common soldiers? Is that still bothering you? I already told you not to worry. I know. But what would the Duke of Persis think if he saw you right now? Ah, Sephiran. I wonder what he and Zelgius are doing right now. They're awaiting your return, of course. You don't have any doubt about that? Of course not. Duke Persis comes from a family of great mages. General Zelgius is the finest general in all of Benyan. They wouldn't have been petrified. We'll see them when we return to the Empire. That's true. I'm certain they're safe, too. They must be waiting for us. Let us make haste towards Cien. Yes. That is why I keep suggesting that you stay away from danger and... Nonsense! We will fight with everything we have, and in order to fight to our utmost, we need powerful magic at our disposal. Follow me, Sigrun. Under these sands are many precious treasures. Help me find them. I'm glad she's feeling better, but to see our Empress is digging around in the dirt like a common farmhand.
And Bolganon.
Also a clue that this is going to be a desert chapter and there's going to be stuff buried in the sand.
I do want to comment on Sigrun here, by the way. Get off your high horse. The best manager is the one who knows how to be the grunt, and the fact that Soniki is willing to do grunt work speaks a lot about her integrity.
But she can't get off her high horse. She's a Pegasus Knight. This isn't genealogy of the Holy Wars.
Shut up!
Gotta stay on the mount.
King Naesala, you are by yourself today?
Yeah. How about you? Where's that stone-faced psychic of yours?
He's just hesitant to show his emotions.
I'm only joking. Don't get so defensive.
Then don't insult my family.
Ooh.
Okay, Micaiah. Micaiah hasn't known Naesala very long, has she? You say he's your brother, but there's as much resemblance between you two as between me and Skramir.
We're not related, but we're very close. Perhaps like you and Princess Leanne?
What? You didn't...
Yes, I can sense your emotions. I also know that you're just closed up to keep me from looking in.
You possess the same power as the Herons. How stupid of me to let my guard down.
I'm sorry.
What else did you sense?
Excuse me?
Did you find out anything else about me?
No. I didn't try to read your mind intentionally. I just felt that your feelings for Princess Leanne were very warm. And that's all I saw.
You're sure? Fine. You're a lot like me. I'll let you off the hook this time.
What do you mean by that?
You'll see when the time comes.
Kinesala.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here, this is for you.
This is a tome of light.
We need you to stay alive, alright? See you later.
Mesala?
Nosferatu. that will help her stay alive, though.
That is true, yes. Also, kind of curious, that conversation, actually. You and I know the situation with Nesala. I completely forgot that he kind of has to keep his emotions in check, even around Micaiah.
Well, and I think that's very telling that Nesala doesn't want anybody to know anything about him.
No fooling. Yune visited again, huh? Did she say anything interesting this time? Or I read that completely differently.
Yeah, she visited again.
Did she have anything interesting to say? Frick. Give me a moment, give me a moment.
You're having a bit of a day here.
Sorry. We'll explain in a moment.
Sort of. I think she might be responsible for the ancient flood that sank all the other continents.
Sorry to break up your alone time, you two, but we have Disciples of Border Troubles again. Hey. That's...
Wait, can you bring up the text again really quick?
Sure, why?
Responsible for the ancient flood that sank all of the other continents. So I guess in this world, Tellius is the only continent.
Oh, fuck! Dude!
I just wanted to put that one out there.
Okay! Oh, that has a lot of interesting connotations. Jesus!
I knew this would happen eventually. What is it, Empress? Or what is it, Empress Soniki? Oh, I see.
Here he comes.
Ah, my dear Soniki, the false apostle. What a pleasure to see you again, and this time, I've an army of the righteous behind me, ready to strike you down.
Vice Minister Lecane, you are the foulest kind of traitor. I can never forgive you.
How amusing. Forgiveness from a fraud is of no value to anyone.
Empress, please don't force me to listen to this blasphemy any longer. Allow me to silence him for you. Hold, Sigrun. I want to understand. Lecane, on what grounds do you claim that I am not the true apostle?
The apostle of Ben-Yang shall be the firstborn daughter of each generation in the line of Altida, First Empress. She will give voice to the goddess. She will pass judgment, give prophecy, and protect her people and their lands. Soniki, you have never once heard the voice of the goddess, have you?
That is only because I have not come of age yet.
Oh, what a hysterical coincidence! That's just what the Senate has been telling the people for years now. Apostle Soniki is too young to hear the goddess. Give her more time. How funny that the lie you've been living is the same lie we've been telling.
But how? Explain yourself, Lecane!
Poor false apostle. No one ever told you about your older sister, did they? She was the true apostle.
I had a sister?
She died before you were born, assassinated along with Apostle
assassinated along with Apostle Micaiah by the Heron clan.
That's a hard sentence.
Micaiah.
So the Senate installed you, the second daughter, as the apostle instead.
You lie! You impugn both me and the noble Herons!
So, if you remember, and that was the reasoning for the Serenus Forest
Yeah.
being burnt down all those years ago, and why
Yep.
we don't have Herons. Even though it wasn't really Herons who assassinated her.
No.
That was another Senate lie.
Yep.
But yeah, Sonic E does not have the power to hear the goddess because she's not the firstborn. That's something the firstborn daughter gets.
Yeah, so that begs the question, but that begs like
Yeah.
more questions, which we'll get into later.
I'm glad to have exposed your secret. Perhaps now you will be able to accept the truth.
Silence! The lying tongue of a treacherous senator proves nothing!
You seek proof? Fine. We shall settle this in the ancient way, in a battle to the death. Whomsoever the goddess sees fit to win the day must be in the right.
Ah, a Game of Thrones trial by combat, I see.
Uh-huh.
Might makes right.
Lecane, we finally found you. Now's our chance, Soth. We must do whatever it takes to get the blood pact.
Right. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
A lot to talk about here plot-wise, but let's set up first.
yeah, let's go ahead and set up. We got a lot to talk about this chapter, but
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a moment. The funny thing is that we're actually going to keep pretty much the exact same team with one change. Rejoice, Ileana fans. She's in.
She's very underleveled. We're gonna
Yes.
have to be very careful, but she's in on the grounds that Kieran
Is-
will not be able to move.
Yeah, Kieran is nigh useless in this chapter, along with pretty much any mounted unit. Leith and Mordecai might actually find use, but they're also kind of underleveled, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We brought them for one reason, but it turns out that reason was a little unfounded, but again, we'll get to that later. But this is going to be our team now. And looking at the map, yeah, so we got, like, melee units over here, we got,
What's good about bringing Ileana is since she's a mage, she won't have the movement debuff on sand, which
Exactly.
a lot of their foot soldiers are.
will
So
have.
it won't be too hard to keep Ileana out of harm's way.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe we'll get some good levels on her.
Yeah.
So one thing that I do want to bring attention to, first of all, here's Lecane, but he doesn't have a weapon.
Oh yeah, because he's gonna run off at the first sign of trouble.
Pretty much. Our true enemy here is Numida.
Who
You
has
guys
a-
might remember him.
Yeah, another one of the
Who has a
senators.
purge spell.
Yep,
Speaking of which, that's another thing. Right here.
other purge spell.
Yep, and we'll get to why we know that in a second.
Yeah. There's a funny story about this purge.
Yeah, funny story about pretty much everything that happened. And like we're gonna have to make a few clarifications. Either way, so I'm gonna put Gatry here. Gatry is also gonna be slow as balls, but he's a
Yeah.
bamf, so we're going to use him like one way or another.
Even if Gatry can't get out of the way, he's Gatry.
Exactly.
A lot of things.
not a lot's gonna be able to kill
Yeah.
him. So as for over here, now here's another objective we need to accomplish, and two objectives actually, and both involve Micaiah.
Yes.
First of all, we gave a couple of levels to Micaiah. We need to get her to level 18 or to level 20 this chapter.
Yeah, because she's going to class up before her next availability. So
Exactly.
to get the most out of her, we want her level 20 when that class up happens.
Additionally, we need to get her here.
Yep.
I
there's
believe
a,
this is the space.
Yep. There's a special surprise waiting for us if we get Micaiah there.
Yes, so we'll get to that event. We'll get to that as we can. But in the meantime, everyone else is going to do what they do best. And I noticed that there's a Pegasus Knight, or not a Pegasus, a Wyvern Rider over here. That is going to be Mia's job, because if I recall correctly, you still have the Worm Slayer.
Yep.
Yes, you do. Everyone else can do what they need to. I'm going to put our heavy hitters up front, and we will go from there. I'm actually going to put Neolucci back here. Like, Neolucci is not that great either, but it's an extra flyer that maybe we can do some hit-and-run tactics with,
Yeah.
especially with how many archers these guys have. Alright,
I guess also don't be afraid to use people's Lagoo stones because
yeah, Skrimir has one left. Unfortunately, that's the only one we have. We couldn't afford any olivey grass.
Yeah. By my
but-
prediction, though, this might be the last chapter we use Skrymir.
Really?
Yeah, because
we're gonna get Kennegus soon.
Yeah, and I don't think like Skrymir's not gonna be in our endgame team. There's no reason to bring him when you can bring Kennegus.
Exactly. So that's a good point. We'll get to that when we get to it. I believe this is pretty much our team, so I'm ready to go.
Yep, ready.
Let's do this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set up our first few bits here. So how about you explain a little bit of what happened involving this chapter the last time, because turns out there's a last time.
What didn't happen? So first of all,
oh yeah, we've been gone for a while.
Yeah, we went 3 weeks without recording because, well, Oscar, you had your trip to Honduras.
Yes.
So we took a week off for that, and Oscar brought me back a souvenir from Honduras.
I am sorry!
Which was COVID-19.
I am sorry, sir!
So, I picked him up from the airport, and him and Amber, they were like kind of like jet lagged. They were tired. Oscar said he wasn't feeling very good. We didn't think anything of it.
Especially because this happened to me last time. It's like, you know, the last time I was in Honduras, I got travel sickness.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I got a really, really bad like fever and like everything. I was feeling sick as a dog, but it wasn't COVID. So I just figured, like, with all the travel that we've been doing over in Honduras, because, let me explain something to you guys, like, my family doesn't live in one place in Honduras. I have family in Cihuatepeque, I have family in San Pedro Sula, I have family in Choloma, I have family in Tegucigalpa. We go all over the place, and it takes hours of driving to get from one place to another, especially with the changing elevations.
See, as an American, I think of Honduras as being, like, a single point in space. I didn't know the names of any Honduran cities.
Anyone, to those who know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Alright, I wanted to get someone in the purge space, but I guess we'll just have to wait until next chapter for that. In the meantime, what character can actually make it over there? Is that the purge? Oh my god, it is. Okay, so we can't exactly go there, but then again, okay, this is actually kind of delicious. Alright, so I'm actually going to put Marcia over here, because what's your resistance, Marcia? 27, beautiful. Let's do that.
So I was just working out how to say, if you know, you know in Spanish, which would be, si usted sabe, usted sabe.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's part of that's the reason why we haven't been very active lately, and why this is actually our first recording session in, like, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, so I drove Oscar home from the airport, and then later that day, Oscar took a COVID test, and he was positive.
Yeah,
so
along with, like, well, it turns out like a bunch of my family decided to test for the virus as well, and it turns out a lot of us got it.
Yeah, because you said your cousin was also sick.
Yeah, and we were all, like, you know, gathering together for the event regarding my sister.
Yeah.
So, you know, we were, like, everyone was together, everyone wasn't really doing the whole social distance thing.
What can you do?
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of happened, unfortunately.
Marcia, I know you're a great soldier, but make sure to let me know if you need any help. Sir, I hope everything's good with you. Let's give these louts what for.
I'm actually going to put you up here. Alright, so yeah, that's the story of why we've been absent for a while.
Yeah.
What's the story behind this chapter?
So, this is our second time playing through this chapter. Hold on.
Yeah.
Vice Minister Lecane, I take it we may begin. Champions of the goddess, crush these heretics. Give them the reward for rebelling against our goddess.
Well, these guys are nothing if not faithful, at least. Alright, Soph, make us proud. Anyway, go ahead.
So, we did not have any deaths when we were playing this chapter before, by the way.
Yeah, we actually had a recording session. Oh my, what the?
Ooh. Those whisper strats.
How about that? Yeah, I gotta check what that does. I don't even know what that does.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So we got like 10 turns in.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, the Wii I was playing on died.
Yeah, well, the disc reader anyway.
Yeah.
Like, the Wii itself is fine. Nice, Marcia!
Yeah, so the Wii that I've had since 2006 now has lost the ability to read discs.
Yeah. You could probably get that fixed somewhere, but I don't know if Nintendo's doing those repairs anymore.
Nintendo's not, I would have to find a specialist.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't have...
You're not...
I don't really need a Wii that reads discs right now, because
Yeah.
we're playing on my Wii U now.
Yeah, so if you guys, if anyone is, like, about to go in the comments being like, wow, this game... Damn, Marcia! Like, if the game looks like maybe a little crisper, a little better, that's why.
It's also... So, because it's putting a little bit more, I'm noticing, like, some of the outlines are more pixelated.
Yeah, the anti-aliasing is, like, kind of going nuts right now, and by nuts I mean non-existent.
Yeah.
Which is no big deal, honestly. At least it makes things a little crisper.
It's so funny because... It's so funny to think that, like, this game was originally made for the GameCube.
Oh, hello! Oh, I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah, is that an L sleep?
It's an L sleep, and that guy has an L silence.
Luckily, those only have 2 charges, so they'll run out of them before they have a chance to.
And we actually discovered that we actually have an opportunity to make use of Micaiah's sacrifice, because her sacrifice also clears up status effects. So she can wake Skramir up lickety-split.
Yeah, so we're playing with a lot of familiarity now, having just played through the first half of this chapter yesterday.
Yeah, which I'm not too torn up about, honestly, because, you know what, that's the nature of a Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Or, not a Nuzlocke, that's the nature of a Iron Man run in this case, because it's like, you know, we kind of, like, expect going in knowing at least a little bit of what to expect.
Yeah.
So, I'm not too torn up about that whole spiel.
Yeah, nothing critical happened on the other run.
Yeah, you guys will be happy to know at the very least that, like, we didn't suffer any deaths, we didn't, like, have any casualties or anything, and nothing, like, necessarily eventful happened that we're super disappointed that we had to restart.
I guess the most eventful thing was that one guy with the purge we didn't know about.
Oh, yeah.
So Skramir got kind of a little bit close to death.
Yeah, but it wasn't, like, it only brought him down to, like, maybe less than 20 HP, so he wasn't in any danger of being, like, killed.
Yeah, he got doubled with a purge spell.
Exactly. Which, again, like, it sucks, but at least we were able to circumvent that. And, like, thanks to Micaiah's sacrifice, and he didn't die. No one died in that chapter, and I know we can't exactly prove that, though I guess we kind of can because we had footage of it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But,
I actually already deleted the footage.
Never mind, then!
These video files take up a lot of space.
No, you're not wrong. I don't blame you.
We're doing this at 1080p 60 frames.
Oh, wow. Oh, you have an Elwyn spell. I didn't even notice that. Okay, I see you. Gonna see how I can deal with these guys. Sonic, what can you do? But yeah, that's the story of, like, what's been going on there. Yeah, let's just go with Cymbeline.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It's just kind of been...
It's
kind of been a rough couple of weeks for us.
Yeah. Like, I know these past couple of years have been rough one way or the other, but
yeah,
it's been a really, really bad summer for a lot of people, honestly. Anyway, I want to check this. Bane can incapacitate with a single strike. Does not work on all opponents. Huh. Well, you didn't kill.
Yeah.
Interesting. What's guard, by the way? Can redirect attacks aimed towards. What? Can redirect attacks aimed at supported allied units towards this unit?
Yeah, like if he's standing next to Micaiah, he can take an attack from Micaiah.
I didn't even know he could do that.
Yeah, I think he had that since the beginning of the game.
Huh. Go figure. Say, what can you do, Ileana? Can you actually I'm willing to try it.
Yeah.
Like, if it kills, great. Especially because that's the last charge of her Elf Thunder.
Ileana is very underwhelming.
But
good job.
She's still doing her best.
Yeah, this is going to be her last hurrah here.
Unless she, like, comes in clutch with, like, crazy stat. This is not the first time Ileana has been under-leveled in our playthroughs, and
Yeah.
maybe it won't be the last. She has proven time and time again that she wants to be here.
She is the comeback queen.
Absolutely. Alright, so, Nesala, what can you do?
Okay, Bane is a skill unique to the Whisper class. It allows the user to reduce an enemy's HP to 1.
Oh, so that's what it means by incapacitate.
Yeah, it does not work on bosses.
Got you, okay. Well, cool, that's nice to know.
Yeah, so if they have 100 HP and Bane procs, they will be left with 1 HP.
Cool! I dig it. Nah, no reason to put him in harm's way. I'm just gonna keep him here for now. Let's see what you can do, Reese. Not quite. Unfortunately, no one else can reach, so we might just have to do this with Nesala.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be Nesala, unfortunately. Well, I tried.
Wait, can those archers reach if Nesala moves up there?
No, they don't
No.
have.
Okay.
And besides, Nesala has Kanto.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was, like, the edge of his range, though.
No. Dude, this dude can fly super
Yeah.
far. There we go. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to talk about initially, at the very least, because again...
Yeah, that's all
like,
the housekeeping woes.
Yeah, because, like, oh my gosh, it's been rough, man. Like, these past few weeks have been absolutely nightmarish for multiple reasons.
I guess I'm glad, though, that we at least started playing on the Wii, because...
Or on the Wii U.
No, on the regular Wii.
Oh, yeah?
Because we needed that to be able to transfer the Path of Radiance
That's
data
true,
into
that's
Radiant
true.
Dawn.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have been able to do that with the Wii U. That's why we didn't initially start with the Wii U, because we couldn't transfer data.
Yeah.
But you found out that we could do that via the SD card. So all of the data that we've managed to collect throughout this entire playthrough is still intact thanks to that.
Yeah, and just when you start the game file, you can transfer all of the Path of Radiance save right away. So
Yeah.
you don't need to, like, keep the GameCube memory card in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is a scenario where
I don't know what I'm gonna do next time I want to play through the Tellius games. I guess then I'll need a new Wii with a working disk drive.
I'm just gonna check something real quick. Okay, yeah, why not? First I'm gonna do this. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no, yeah, the guy can reach Gatry, so that's fine actually. If I recall correctly, there's a treasure here. Also,
yes,
isn't there a
in the
treasure around here
corner.
somewhere?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
There is a treasure in that corner, though,
Yes.
like you pointed out, and let me pull my map back up.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. In the meantime, I'll keep moving everyone else. Actually, no, I want to check.
Okay, it's, if you go to the top left structure,
Yeah?
okay, go to the lowest, like, encumbered space. That, yeah. And then go over 5 spaces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here.
Right there, yeah.
Thank you, Neolucci. Alright, so that was a coin.
Yep.
Oh, geez, you can actually reach quite far over there, so let's, I trust Soph can
Soph
handle
can take
the
a purge, yeah. He'll probably dodge it if he gets started.
Yeah, nothing
anyway.
else. Yeah, if nothing else. I'm actually gonna have Sheenan also get into the line of fire. Maybe his provoke can proc it, and then we go from there. Yeah, these guys can't go far. He's going after Gatry. That's fine. Oh, that actually hit him.
Yeah.
Well, that gives Micaiah something to do. I hate desert levels.
I like desert levels and platformers.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was talking about this actually in an episode of a Let's Play that hasn't come out yet on my channel.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess I really like desert theming. This one, you know, the sand is kind of grayer and it's kind of like more drab. Like,
yeah.
Fire Emblem is a series.
Fire Emblem
where
doesn't really have very good desert levels. Like
deserts are always a problem in Fire Emblem.
yeah, if I recall correctly, I'm trying to think, right? 2 levels I can think of that were always a pain when it came to desert-themed areas in Fire Emblem. Both are the Nevada Desert, because Blazing Sword, you gotta go through the desert and try to keep Pent from freaking
all the
hogging
XP.
up all the experience. And then there's one of the worst levels in all of Fire Emblem, the Nevada Desert in Binding Blade, where it's Fog of War, it's desert, you're surrounded by berserkers, and to get the Gaiden chapter, you have to level up a level 1 druid, not even a druid, a shaman,
Yeah.
Sophia, against berserkers!
What do you have to get her up to?
You have to get her at least 1 level.
1 level.
But that's really, really hard to do when she can't even hit anything.
Yeah.
Because she's an inaccurate shaman going up against a bunch of promoted berserkers.
Yeah, she's like weighed down by all those heavy dark tomes.
Like, it's a real pain trying to get her leveled while also trying to keep your own skin alive because you're in the middle of a Fog of War desert.
Yeah.
Like, that's really annoying to deal with. Alright, I'm kind of inclined to just keep Gatry there, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. You can
Like,
take it.
there's no reason for him to move. We'll let them crash into us.
Yeah. Heal him up with Micaiah and...
And we'll let that purge run out. Real quick, where can these guys reach? Okay, good. These Wyvern Riders can't actually reach that corner. It's just a matter of whether we can get these guys out of the way. I'm tempted to get one of them out of the way with Nesala, to be honest. And then Kanto him out.
Yeah, okay.
Like, get this one out of the way so Soth can safely just come down here. I am curious to see if anyone else can finish those guys off, too, but... Well, I don't think anyone else can reach besides the mages, and I'm not putting the mages in the line of fire of a bunch of archers.
Yeah, nah.
Especially because I think this zone also puts them in the line of fire of these Wyvern Riders, so no thank you.
You could have the mages maybe fight that mage up there.
That's what I was thinking, actually. Yeah. Let's see how well they do.
I don't know if they can kill.
Elwyn, which means lightning will actually work, but she doesn't have lightning because I gave her Arc Thunder to Ileana. Yeah, even Shine doesn't work here because Anima versus Light.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like Arcwind is our best bet. Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah.
She's fine. And who knows, maybe she'll get lucky with a crit or a flare. But yeah, desert levels all in all, like, I was like, I don't mind them most of the time, but they were never my favorites. If I can think of a couple of, like, desert levels that always irked me, quote-unquote, like, who remembers freaking Sonic 3 Sandopolis?
Yeah, that's not a...
Oh my god, Sandopolis is not fun.
I guess... I'm just...
Ooh. Oh, Ileana, my girl, you are underleveled as hell. What can you do?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. I guess I'm just not the biggest fan of... I never really got good at, like, the original Sonic games anyway.
Fair enough.
So, like, there's a lot of OG Sonic levels like that for me. Maybe, like, a third of Sonic levels from the original trilogy, I'm like, oh, I like this one.
Yeah, that's true. I will say this, though. Oh, geez, not even with Arc Thunder you can finish. Yeah, we might just have to have Har do this.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, we tried.
I'm okay with Har. But one thing I did I do find curious about, like, certain desert levels. I like it when we explore more than just sandy deserts. One example is Sand Kingdom in Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, that's a great level.
Sand Kingdom's great, because not only are you, like, traveling around a sandy desert, there's an oasis, there's, like, a nice, like, Mexican-themed Dia de los Muertos little town,
Yeah.
there's an upside-down pyramid. Like, things like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, oh man, okay, speaking of Sonic, like, Sandopolis sucks, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the freaking pyramid in Sonic Adventure 2
Pyramid
Battle?
Cave.
Yeah, Pyramid Cave.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
That's a great level.
That is not enough people talk about that theme.
That's a great one.
I love that. Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack just slaps, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's a really good one. I also even like the treasure hunting stage with Rouge and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Which which also leads into the other aspect of like the Ghost. The boss battle against the Ghost is actually really sick.
Big Bang Boo.
That's it. No,
Big Bang Boom Boo. Big Boom Boo.
Big Bang or Big Boom Boo. I don't know.
Big Boom Boo.
Oh wow, so didn't get it.
No, it's wrong corner.
Ow! Why did you say something?
I was thinking about Big Boom Boo.
Well, all right then. Yeah, we're just gonna move forward with everyone here. Oh my god, the freaking sand, man.
It's coarse and it's rough, and it gets everywhere.
Oh dear.
I guess I like the music that's usually in desert levels where you get like the sitar and stuff like that.
That's true. I do like Agrabah in Kingdom Hearts. Like the music in that one's pretty good. That actually like leads into another one of mine that I actually kind of like. A lot of the desert levels from Monster Hunter are also really good because like,
cool, yeah.
you get some like unique locales with certain monsters that only appear in the desert. Like there's the ever famous Diablos, and yeah, the music in Monster Hunter with like its deserts is also really good.
I can remember discovering the desert area in Pokemon Sapphire, and it being like the first time there was a desert in a Pokemon game.
That's true, actually.
You're
right.
It kind of blew me away.
That's true, yeah. Didn't you need like goggles to get through that because of the sandstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was all right.
Glitzy Desert from Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. And the new Paper Mario, Origami King, has a pretty cool sand world, too.
Ah, Sig Run!
72%, I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Still dumb. Okay, we're gonna play some hit and run tactics here. Can you finish him off with a Steel Lance? No.
What about the Memento?
No. Steel Sword? Nah. Let's stick with the Steel Lance and then we'll retreat back.
Okay. There's also just like all of Shantae.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not that all of it is in the desert, but Sequin Land is.
Yeah, Sequin Land. It's a very desert populous area, I guess you could call it. But the thing is like a lot of the music is kind of like very like Arabia style. You know what I mean? I forgot to trade it. Did I trade in the Iron Lance instead of the Javelin? That's my bad.
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's like a very Arabian theming. So yeah, like that. I don't mind desert levels as long as they are done well. I just want a desert level to give me more than just sand, and more sand.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Well, especially because a lot of desert levels, I guess, just make it so that there's sand and the sand is hard to move through.
Yeah. Which, it's kind of like water levels in that regard. Like, mechanics that hinder your movement instead of, like, enhance them are always annoying. Like, I like it when something, like, gives me something maybe to do with the sand. Oh, you know what? A good example of that. What's it called? Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, going through the sand area, like, going through the Gerudo Desert is a pain, but then you get onto a sand seal, which is great.
Sand seals, the Molduga is like a unique monster encounter through that desert.
And I love them. I love fighting the Molduga. Actually, desert levels in Zelda in general are all actually not that bad in the grand scheme of things, now that I think about it. Like, the Gerudo Desert is iconic.
Yeah, Arbiter's Grounds.
Also, now that you mention it, like, with a lot of desert levels having this, like, more Arabian-style, like, theme associated with them, how unique is it that the Gerudo Desert has a more Spanish-style theme? Like, it's very guitar, it's very, like, castanets type of thing. I love it. Alright, so it's here that we need, right?
Yes. Yeah, final answer.
Dragonfall! Huh. I'm assuming that makes it, that's like Beast Foe and that you're super effective against wyverns and dragons.
Yep.
Something tells me we're going to need that later.
We are.
That's encouraging. Alright, now Sigrun, can you finish it off with the Slim Sword? Yes you can. Look at Sigrun and Marcia doing work here.
Hey, comment below with your favorite desert levels, guys.
Yeah,
and your least favorite desert levels.
Yes,
Heck.
favorite desert levels, least favorite desert levels. If I had to pick my favorite desert level, I would probably say Sand Kingdom, because Mario Odyssey's level design is top notch.
That's another example of the sand doesn't slow you down, and in fact you get the Jaxies.
Yeah, Jaxies.
That you can ride around on. So
yeah,
that...
and as well as a lot of other capture stuff. The first time you take control of a bullet bill, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this works.
That was the thing I was most hype about when the Jump Up Superstar trailer first came out.
Yo, nice.
Very good. That's exactly what we needed.
Marcia!
Marcia is completely showing up Sigrun.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. None of these compare to Alencia, mind you, but... Well, actually, no. Marcia actually might just outshine Alencia as well. It just so happens that Alencia has a super overpowered weapon.
Yeah, and stabs, and Alencia's kind of in another category for me.
Yeah, that's true.